So I just got an email from a student of mine that's been having a hard time getting accepted by music libraries. He's realizing that he really just wants to go in a non-exclusive route. He has a lot of non-exclusive tracks already with other non-exclusive libraries, and he's running up against this issue where there are a lot of exclusive libraries saying, we got to have exclusive rights to your tracks. We were just not open to non-exclusive. And I made a video about this 2 years ago, I think, where I was basically saying that this is the trend that the industry has been going in for many, many years now. And at this point, well into this trend where a lot of even non-exclusive libraries are moving into the exclusive realm for the primary reason they want to have higher quality access to music so that they can pitch to clients. Because what was happening is a lot of the non-exclusive libraries had all the same music in all their different catalogs. And so clients were like, well, why go with you? I can go with this company. I can go with that company. What makes you special? You don't have anything exclusive. And so a lot of these non-exclusive libraries realized that they were kind of losing a lot of clients that way. So they had to change their model to the exclusive model. So this student was having a problem because he's daunting the task of creating a lot of new music to shop to an exclusive library because, again, he can't take those non-exclusive tracks unless he pulls them out of those libraries and then now exclusively gives them to a new library exclusively. He's not interested in doing that. He's doing good enough, I guess, where he doesn't want to pull them out of those other libraries. But it's intimidating and daunting to think about, man, I have to go create like an entire new album and start putting new music out there. I kind of want to just spread my current catalog that I already have. So basically what I told him, I said, listen, I mean, it just sounds, first of all, if you really are interested in just non-exclusive libraries, then just do your research and just make sure you're only submitting to libraries that explicitly on their website give you the option of like, we can do a non-exclusive or exclusive, or we are 100% non-exclusive. And that it just limits your search basically. Just make sure that you're only submitting to libraries, or even before you talk to them about your music, and you're not sure because their email or their website doesn't say anything about it, email them and ask them, do you guys accept non-exclusive music? Are you interested or open to those kind of arrangements? And if they get back to you and say, nope, we're not interested, okay, don't even bother with them. Don't even go forward with them, right? But I said that's one thing you can do is just keep looking for those non-exclusive opportunities out there. But what I told them is I said, listen, my personal choice and path that I would take if I were you is buckle down, is start making new music. And this student even said that he wanted to be more in the business of, basically just getting involved with the library, even if it's exclusive, but not regularly submitting to them, and just wanting them to reach out to him when there was an opportunity, when there was a custom job, let's say, or a commercial campaign or a trailer that needed music. He's not interested in creating a bunch of music for potential placements down the road. He wanted to just wait until an actual opportunity was sitting there right in front of him, staring him in the face. So then he would be inspired to start composing. I understand that would be an ideal way to basically not have to do any work and then just wait until there's an opportunity to get inspired and then start cranking out a lot of tracks, right? But just real talk with you guys, that is not a path to full-time income. And it's really not a path to become an inner circle member with a library that would even have those kind of opportunities. Think about, if you're an employer and there's a bunch of employees that you're hiring, who are the shining stars that you really want to give the good shifts to or the great opportunities to? The ones that are proactive and think about and start basically doing work before you have to ask them to do work, and basically can perceive some of the needs or at least inquire about what they can be doing, or the employee that kind of sits around and waits for them to be told what to do, right? They're kind of just twiddling their thumbs and like putting in minimal effort and not wanting to put any work into a project until literally a manager or a boss comes and breathes down their neck and says, hey, start doing this, start doing that. Those are not ideal employees to be dealing with, right? You don't want to necessarily, as an employer, if you were an employer, having a bunch of employees that you have to go around and crack the whip on and make sure, hey, come on, let's start working. Those are not people you want to keep in your inner circle to offer great opportunities to. Same thing with music libraries, okay? And the other aspect of that is that your job is to produce music. If you're going to call yourself a sync licensing producer or composer, is your job to sit around and wait for a gig to get offered you? Is that part of your job description? It shouldn't be. Then you would be called a sync licensing, sitting around and waiting person, right? That would be your job title. Once in a while I produce when I get a gig offered to me. That's not your job title. You're a sync licensing producer, composer, meaning every day, or at least every week in your production schedule, how you work it out, you should be producing and composing. What a novel idea, right? You should be always building your catalog, partnering with great libraries, getting your tracks out there, and having a large catalog of high quality licensable tracks with great libraries to get those placements. I can tell you guys 100%, if I followed the path in my career, since I've been doing this 11 years, of just sitting around waiting until one of my libraries called me for a specific opportunity, I'd probably get 6, 10, maybe opportunities a year. That's probably all I'd be getting, right? I'm not getting full-time income with 6 or 10 opportunities a year. Impossible. Even if they're, $10,000 sync fee opportunities, which I've been offered, you're not guaranteed to get that placement. There are other composers guaranteed also submitting to those same opportunities. So you're really stacking the odds against yourself if you're sitting around waiting for new opportunities to come your way. Create new opportunities. And by doing that, in order to do that, you just create a catalog. You create high quality music. You continuously supply a music library with that new music, and make sure you're partnering with a library that does want a lot of new music to supply to their clients, right? That's how you're going to start stacking up royalties and stacking up those placements so that you can do this full time. So again, for those of you that are hard workers, this is going to be music to your ears, because you're going to realize, wow, there's a lot of people that don't want to do the work. Perfect. I'm in this, right? A lot of you guys maybe don't want to do the work, and this is going to be more of a reality check than you realized. And it's not going to be as easy as maybe you thought, that you could just sit around waiting for opportunities to get passed to you. You can do it that way. It's just not what I recommend. And especially if you want to do this full time, this is certainly not the way to do it. 100%. Do not wait around for opportunities to get presented to you. Create your opportunities by creating relationships and by becoming the hardest working producer on the catalog roster. That way, when those opportunities do come, they're coming right to you, because you've been there every single week, every single month, supplying them with new music, checking in with them, asking them, what do you guys need? What are your clients looking for? How can I be of service? How can I help you? That's the path to full-time income. The more you make other people's lives easier, the more income you're going to make. It's literally a one-to-one correlation. It's really how it works. And I wish more producers could understand this fundamental concept. And I know that sometimes more than not, we are never taught this very fundamental concept of business. Business is nothing more than a service that you provide. The better you provide that service, the more efficiently, the quicker, the higher quality that you provide a service, the more valuable it is to your clients, and the more income you're going to be making, and the more opportunities you're going to find yourself in front of. People call me lucky because I'm doing this full time. Guys, it's not luck. It's just a lot of consistent, persistent work. That's really what it comes down to. So I hope you guys take that from this video and understand what I'm trying to get across to you. Leave your comment below. What do you guys think? Are you guys in agreement with this? Do you guys understand where I'm coming from with this? And what side of this are you on? Are you ready to work? Are you ready to put out a lot of music? Or do you kind of want to just sit and wait till the opportunities come your way? And be honest with yourself. It's something that you should be honest with yourself. If you really do feel like you're in that camp and you're not really willing to put in a lot of consistent work, you might need to lower your expectations for what this industry can really do for you, because I don't see that as a path to full-time income. An occasional placement here and there, absolutely, you can do it that way, but not if you want to become a serious full-time producer and not have to have a day job and you want to just have music be your full-time income. You're going to have to put in the work. Nothing like this comes easy, but it's 100% worth it though. All the hard work that I put into this industry and into my career has been 100% worth it, and I do recommend you guys do take that path if you feel that burning desire.